What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Smackdown review. A lot of things happening on the show tonight. Phoenix, Arizona, they were in again. Monday Night Raw was the night before. Um, Watching this show tonight, we kicked it off with AJ Styles as Renee Young introduced him, and how this match was not from a triple threat match to now a fatal five-way match. As people chant AJ Styles, he pretty much soaked it in. And he says he controls his own destiny to get into WrestleMania, and he says he will beat all of them at Fastlane, and it's not going to be a problem for him. He's going to put Kevin Owens through an announce table, probably pin Dolph Ziggler, throw Sami Zayn to steel steps, and take out everybody. But as AJ continued to cut his promo, Baron Corbin came out. He says, I don't even have to pin you to become the champion. I could pin Ziggler to become the champion, really. So he could do anything he could to become the champion. So, to do. But AJ said, you're not going to win. You're just going to embarrass yourself, really. Baron Corbin pretty much wanted to say, I've beaten you before. I've beaten you for the U.S. Championship, and I beat you in your rematch also. And, the difference between him and AJ is that you're a wrestler and he's a fighter, he says. And what he beats AJ somewhere else, he will become the new WWE Champion. Kevin Owens then came out and interrupted both of them. Pretty much he's going to put AJ Styles with a pop-up powerbomb through that table and told Corbin, you don't look like much of a lone wolf. Last week when you were getting beat up, you look more of a cub. But Corbin pretty much told him, says, I still dropped you like the punk you are later in the night. And as the promo went on, Kevin Owens talked about Shane McMahon having a vendetta, of course, against him, and talked about he gave his dad the headbutt heard around the world, and this is just all a plot to go against him and Sammy, really, until Shane McMahon come out, which he pretty much made matches saying that Ziggler would go against Owens next, and AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin tonight, and Ziggler was out there. Pretty much really came out as soon as Shane McMahon announced them. But the promo itself was okay. I'll give it that. Not much to say from here. It was all good. I will say that. Only thing I thought was kind of weird was that whoever gave AJ that line about talking about what was it, the boil on Kevin Owens' back, which was Sammy and everything, and Owens says he didn't need Sammy throughout the whole thing. It was like they kept saying the big large boil on Kevin Owens' back. They just kind of looked bad, really. I don't know why. It wasn't a funny joke. I mean, I guess AJ tried to deliver it, but it just didn't sound good. Owens went against Ziggler. Match was good. I'll give it that. Coming into the end, really, I thought Ziggler was probably going to pick up the win mostly. I did like the ending sequence in a way where Owens tried to pop up, but Ziggler was dodging it. And it was able to hit a zigzag after they kept trying to trade super kicks with each other, which was a near fall. And Ziggler was setting up Owens again. Sami Zayn came out. He was running to the ring, but he stopped as Ziggler was distracted. Owens pretty much hit Ziggler with a very wicked super kick to the back of the head, winning the match. It's still funny how they talk about Dolph Ziggler left for 7 weeks and now he came back, which, like I said before last week, he never gave a reason why he left or why he gave up the U.S. title, really, or why he was even back. But the matches he puts on are still good, so I will say that. To what I hear with Dolph Ziggler, he signed a $1.5 million contract, so I believe that's all true. I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, when you look at this business, sometimes it is about money, and you're going to get paid a lot to some people, and it's a $1.5 million contract. I don't know if anything will change for Dolph Ziggler, because creatively they have murdered this guy, and he just makes no sense. It just makes no sense, especially what creative has done to him. Like I said, this whole heel gimmick didn't really go out well. And Out of nowhere, he wins the U.S. title and added into a triple threat for some reason. He gives up the U.S. title. He leaves for 7 weeks, comes back at the Rumble for whatever reason, gets eliminated in about a minute, then another 2 weeks until he just does a match, and then somehow, some way, he has a WWE title match now, which never really explained why he left TV, or he left and, explain why he gave the U.S. title. So none of it makes sense, okay? Even this Fatal 5-Way doesn't make sense. We just added 2 people that had nothing to do with this story just for whatever reason. I don't know why. It just still doesn't make sense. But Jinder Mahal came out with one Singh brother as he talked about Bobby Roode and has a secret, and talked about, once again, we go back to this whole very inaccurate top 10 list, and that, Roode was over Randy Orton, and, Roode is a megalomaniac, and he's a liar. He doesn't respect Randy Orton or the accomplishments he's done. As Roode pretty much came out and says, we're not talking about this list, and here's the secret about Jinder. You can't even make a top 10 list, he went on. And you're trying to pit me and Orton against each other, and, I'm going to have to look over my shoulder that, somebody wants the next U.S. title match, that's you. And he pretty much demanded Roode to admit that Randy Orton is better, and that Roode wants to be the next legend killer, but Roode says, I never said any of that. And Mahal pretty much said, I beat Randy Orton, so Roode here should be worried. And Roode pretty much told him, forget about Orton. None of this has to do with Randy Orton, okay? None of it. It's between me and you as Orton. And Roode started arguing with each other then. Orton punched Jinder, which they closed out him out of the ring. Orton did try to hit a Roode RKO, but Roode hit him with a glorious DDT, which Roode pretty much was talking in on Orton, and pretty much Mahal hit him with a Colossus from the back. And then Bryan and Shane, once again, we got to argue about the U.S. title. Then they tried to argue about the WWE title with this whole top 10. One says it should be Jinder versus Roode, and another one says Orton versus Roode. They say, we can't agree with this, so we'll just make a match with that. But you keep trying to modify decisions, and we get this whole thing from who is going to turn heel this week. Listen, this list thing is stupid. I know they keep trying to do something with this list, but this list is just inaccurate and retarded. Jinder trying to make sense of this and saying that Roode, yeah, he's better than Orton because he's on the top of the list and he's the champion. But even though it does kind of make sense, Orton should be over him, just I guess career. But we're just going. Listen, this list doesn't make sense. Okay, Jinder's promo was just bad. I'm surprised this is and they announced the match for tonight, which is Orton versus Roode. I'm just surprised this isn't a triple threat match. But I don't know. I don't even know why they say it was a triple threat, which I can probably tell what's gonna happen. Now at the pay-per-view, it will most likely be, it's gonna be Orton versus Roode. We know that. Jinder will come out, disqualification, WrestleMania triple threat match. Boom, there you go. Even though I don't think we need to see it since this is over a list and more over the list and not over the U.S. title. I don't know. This whole thing is odd and bad at the same time. Like, we're really trying to make sense of this list. I don't know. Another 6-women tag, even though we just saw one last night that wasn't even that good. More and 50-50 booking, folks, in this match. 50-50 booking, which the Riot Squad went against Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi. Since Charlotte beat 2 of them in that very horrible Charlotte versus Sarah Logan match last week, this week the Riot Squad pick up a win. And now it's going to be Ruby Riott versus Charlotte for the women's title at Fastlane also. So yeah. I guess that match will happen, but yeah, 50-50 booking with the women again. Like I said, we just saw another 6-women tag last night. Now we see one again tonight. Sammy and Kevin were in the back, and Sammy said he was there to support Kevin Owens, as Kevin Owens tried to say something, but he never really could. Sammy says, I'm your guardian angel, and when it comes to the end, I will lay down for you, and then they hug. Which was Kevin's gonna turn on Sammy now, which looks like. New Day versus Gable and Benjamin again, which is not over pancakes this time, but it was for a title shot, which pretty much the New Day won, and I guess they faced the Usos at Fastlane, and then the Bludgeon Brothers came out as the New Day looked on. But it looks like it's gonna be some type of multi-tag. It looks like maybe at Fastlane or Mania for the titles. I don't know, but right now I guess it's New Day versus Usos for the championships at Fastlane, which I guess the Bludgeon Brothers will get at WrestleMania or something. I don't know, but we'll see. Gable and Benjamin, well, they lost the New Day 2 weeks in a row, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Bludgeon Brothers went against some more jobbers, killed them. So that happened. But yeah, they got the shit kicked out of him, though. I will say that. He did get the crap kicked out of him. Well, both of them did, really. They got the crap kicked out of them. They keep doing these bad Snapchat selfie videos in the back with those horrible look. And by the way, when the New Day came out, those logos looked horrible when they came out. It just did. It really did. It looked very bad. They played a Shinsuke Nakamura video package. Looked really good. So I will say that. And I will say Harper and Rowan did look like killers out there. AJ Styles went against Baron Corbin in the main event. Match was, I don't know, the pacing was just kind of odd at some points. And I will say the spot I did like was when Corbin threw AJ over the table, and then AJ just kind of recovered and ran back in and hit a phenomenal forearm. AJ picked up the win, of course. So, yeah, but these commercial breaks don't do the show any better, especially coming into the end. AJ won, forearm, gets the win. Sammy and Kevin come out and attack AJ. Corbin was able to get both of them with a end of days and stand tall over everybody to just get some type of heat on him this week. So Smackdown was just kind of, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna literally all over the place now that when I look at it. So it really feels like this. The whole title picture is just all over the place. But yeah, that's it for this week's show. Make sure you check out my review for Monday Night Raw. Went a very long rant on the whole Jeff Jarrett, I guess, rant on, him being in the Hall of Fame, of course, and didn't really talk about the Hall of Fame tonight. Well, like I said, comment, subscribe, and really what you thought about that whole thing, really. Because it could be a lot of things to it. Maybe I'm right on some things, maybe I'm not, but I'm kind of standing what I said. I guess I will say, like I said, Jeff Jarrett, he has a lot of longevity, but like I said, it's good decisions, a lot of bad decisions he made. But when you look at it, if wasn't for him, there would be no TNA. And he did discover guys, like I said before, he did discover guys like AJ Styles and Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, James Storm, Eric Young, countless others. He, a lot of them were really big stars over there at the time, and still are stars today. But like I said, I went on a whole rant on it. Check that out if you can. So yeah, but I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Comment and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about SmackDown tonight, because these SmackDown shows are just kind of hit or miss now. But they look like they're getting kind of bad almost every week for some reason. Some people probably blame Road Dogg for the writing, because something he has something to do with him being inducted in also. But yeah, I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace.